Still circles feels. Just keep going. Both ways. Still the same.
Whatever should I write next?
A love story, perhaps? But with a happy ending, of course.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry. a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Mal fazer desespero.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the Bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
What do I owe the honor? For Sangfornian, dear. Should last you a good while. That it? Fine. Trouble with your gear, or so will it be? That it? Fine.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about. Lawsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Cid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Safe. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. For a bunch, I suppose. I found the flowers you were looking for. I think I did.
Indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. all because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. Reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the Wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A Stolas quill. Or more precisely, my Stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber. Zere might at least have mentioned Waren. Figured she'd be testing this recruit.
Take another 100.
Those whites will think twice before attacking.
Well met, Cid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Cid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Cid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid,
He did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
The garrison said they'd take another 100 spots.
And how might I help the garrison?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Farewell.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
see, boy. Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Just little.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
You should have seen it. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we'll be kneeling on him for far too long. That time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
You all right?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now. And I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
There's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
So bad?
Can't sleep, eh? I've been to sleep for 2 days.
Yeah. But...
Bro, it's a nightmare, bro. My heavy insulin disease too.
Hmm?
It's a disease they get where they might have a tumour in their adrenal gland or in their brain. Bro, it's like fuck, so much money, man.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
5,000.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Then I'm your man.
Hopefully she's out tomorrow.
A silver chocobo.
But in saying that, bro.
Or maybe not. Though you're not the first.
But at least you know that they're not at least then she's well looked after. I mean, I don't know about looked after, but
near some guide hall, not far from Eastpool.
A bit, bro.
Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see.
I see the best brain around here.
Yeah.
I see, because the dog's following it.
Yeah.
Did you figure? I said, what did you figure? Well, but it could have been a hammer gave it too, but you know, the hammer you from the supermarket.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's fucking weird, eh? The dog's fucked.
And you know, like, when I do something, well, like, if I do something again, I'll let you know. And since I've been here, I've never sprayed anything.
I see the dog was fine when I went to work yesterday morning. The dog was fine.
Yeah.
Friday morning, the dog was fine.
So it must be something it eats.
I don't know, but I've been looking around. I got home and looked around everywhere. I took that seat out, checked it in the shed, just to make my room. I had to clean everywhere. I've had to clean everywhere.
Yeah.
No, well, because I remember I put the ants bait down too. I've had to pull all that shit out. She couldn't have got behind the drawer and duck, you know, because they were against the glass. I pulled everything out, bro. I'm going to have to buy a mop and that and mop the whole floor everywhere, eh?
Yeah, but I doubt she would look at that.
No, you can't get behind you though. Because the dog can't get under the bed. The cat can, because the cat crawls, right? There's no one on the cat. The other animals.
So it's got to be something that's either.
I don't know what it is, bro. Could have been the ham I gave you too that night before. You know the stuff that you get from the supermarket.
Yeah.
The cheap ham.
Yeah.
But I did actually give us some of that.
Yeah, but that's all right, bro.
I've gone up to it before. There's been never been any problems.
Yeah. So I think it's got to be something that's.
I don't know, bro. It's no. It's okay. She's got it's called Anderson's disease. 1 in 1,000 dogs get it, bro. She's got that. So I'm going to have to get that treated for. Yeah, apparently she got tested for it. Fuck, pancreatitis, everything, bro.
All in one go away.
Fucking it's crazy, bro. The dog's never been sick like this before. All the years I've owned it. Been in that room for months, bro. Not one problem.
And plus, like, it's not like you leave her in there all day, bro. They
had to do like X-rays too, bro. Bowel stress, smash her bowels, and because I thought she wasn't walking. Because they gave all these injections, bro. IV drips. Fucking hell, bro. Lucky I got pet insurance. You don't get the whole lot back though. You can get like 80%. But I have to give that money back all 2 months. So if she has to stay in overnight another night, bro, it's probably another $1,000.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're a smart man, bro. 80%, like, 80% still, even if you get 30% back, but still some money, bro. You're a smart man, bro.
That's why I spend too much money during the year, right?
But you couldn't help, bro, you know?
Not on shit, but, you know, to live. You know? I get spinning, bro, and sleeps in the spot. Tuesday night. I can't go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, I'll be, bro. Does she look in a little bit better now?
Nah, she looked terrible when I left. Okay.
But I think the medicine could be
bad, bro. Bad. It's the gastrobug or something, bro. Because she had diarrhea and that stomach real. Because I've had tummy bug before like that. You poop things real bad. Got a real bad gastrobug, eh? Say something, no. Well, like I said, I give them their hand before, I ate their hand. Nothing wrong with it, but apparently electrolytes are real low. The blood counts, the white blood cells or something, it's real low.
But I'm saying that, bro, like, I mean, this could be a small percentage, bro, but sometimes all these vehicles just say you're the same, so just get them.
They do, they try and get you to pay more and shit, eh?
But I'm not saying.
Like, I went there and then he's like, oh, you know, and what, it's like, why didn't you do the x-ray yesterday, you're doing it today? You know what I mean? It's like, fuck you.
But you know, like, sometimes they could just make all the subs up to make use of it.
They do. That's what they do.
You never know, bro, you know?
But it's like, and then I've had to go over to, because after hours, you have to go over to the fielding bit because that bit doesn't have all the equipment. The one over fielding total bits down Manchester Street. I've been here before years ago and took one of the kids there. Yeah. But it's like, fuck, so I have to go to after hours bits, bro. It's cost heaps, bro.
I bet.
It's about me out, but I know my parents' money. So I just try to buy a house. I don't have that stuff tapped. I'm basically tapped out now.
I bet, bro. That's so fun. This is just all happening to you at once, eh?
No, bro. I fixed that buddy. That was like $144. Now this dog's cost me so far. It's $1,300 at one vet, bro.
Oh.
Full of receipts and that, and it's probably so far probably $1,200 in the other vet.
But it's not much you can do, eh, bro?
That's what I said to you, bro. You can try and help me there, bro. All that money, bro. I can't. I'm taking that lucky my mum never cut me out there. I have to pay them back. There's enough to worry about it.
Yeah, I bet, but I do. Hey, you're lucky just as when you got the contract, bro.
Yeah. Well, because I would have been fucked, bro, because I had no money. I had no money to lose. I've had money, but then I've had to spend that money because I had other shit I had to pay for, which I can't pay for now.
Yeah.
It's this week.
Yeah, you know?
Who knows what it is, though, so I can't do much about it, anyway.
Yeah. No, my bro. Yeah, I know it's hard to say, bro, but try to get some sleep, because, you know, you need to look after yourself too, so then you're able to look after your dog, you know? Yeah,
probably. Bro, I won't be going to sleep now, bro. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. I won't be going to sleep.
What will we do?
I can't sleep. Watching the road, I can't sleep, bro.
I know,
Worry about the dog, bro. They haven't run me, so that's a good sign. But you never know, they could ring me 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Because there's people there that stay there overnight with their animals at their place. There's half down thing. It's like, geez. There's other animals there.
But I think she'll be alright, bro.
I don't know, bro. It's just weird.
Yeah, I bet.
The dog's never been so close before. I've been in that room the whole time since I've been in there. There's been no problems.
Yeah, and
I said, no, I didn't leave nothing on before. Did you give the dog chocolate? I was like, no, you don't feed dogs chocolate. Was it some chocolate?
Who said that?
You don't have to feed dogs chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, the vet did all that. My mum was like, you know, I was worried about instructions and stuff in the stomach. They x-rayed it and said, no, it's nothing.
Yeah, I see. People, God damn. Yeah, so couldn't be no stuff there.
What are you after? Very well.
Not everyone that does it. Yeah, but how?
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man
But
who
the
could do with a
man,
new whetstone.
job's hard work, bro.
Or perhaps a boardy etching of the vicery.
Hey, you be the first.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocolate.
Imagine having her clients, well, shit clients, bro.
Rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has
Yeah,
seen
it is.
a
The pub,
silver
like,
chalk about for years. Word is they were all hunted for their
hey,
feathers.
they might get harassed by, you know. I bet, hey.
Didn't bring them much, nor their clothes. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Yeah. Good day, bro. Yeah.
start to treat. You can't just leave the dog like that, bro. I won't come home.
Yeah.
You can't just leave it like that, bro. You can't be like, oh, just leave it like that. She'll be fine. No, you can't, bro. You can't, because she'll shut, the body will shut down. All the organs shut down. The instance.
Yeah.
I built a barricade.
$1,000 here. This dog, I said, no dog's never been like this before. Like, no.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Luckily, you're talking to the big shadow, bro.
Oh.
A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true.
Huh?
Sure, you get a shot. Power shots. Dogs have taken me every year. We did it every year.
Yeah.
Done for the last 5 years.
What is power you want?
Power dogs get it.
What's
Dogs get it. Cats can't get it. But it's like a fever that it kills them.
That sounds like a
dogs
kid.
have to have it. Dogs are like every month. Vaccinated.
So your dog.
Dogs get it. Any dog can get it. If you don't keep up with the shots, that's why when you're an animal bar with the dog.
It's over.
Just got electrolytes in the bottom. So I'm going to have to eventually, next year, with a couple of months, I'm going to have to take it back to the screen the ends to see if that is the adrenal gland, all the tumours in the brain. Jesus.
That's pretty quiet when I told you that. I'm used to her barking, but you know. Yeah.
It's the quietest I've ever seen a dog. Quiet.
What's that? This is
It's drip like you big as you.
Left by bandits for a change.
That's the stuff eating tomorrow, dog. There's an eating in a couple of minutes. It's 7 years old, but it's morning.
yeah, like I said, that's it.
That doesn't need water, bro.
But then you've got to be real worried.
Yeah, you are, bro, because it can eat up the whole body.
More tracks.
Because you know that
Fresh.
as long as dogs drinking, bro, then it's okay. If they stop drinking, that's the problem. Yeah.
And recently, perhaps it still is.
So, you know, renal failure, bro, and then the whole body shuts down.
John.
Well, bro, tell me dogs, like, because it's given another round, right? It's probably too much to go on.
Yeah.
And she's just gone like that, bro. And then he's gone to take a risk.
You know what I mean?
Since dog's dying.
Sometimes when you give the dogs like overdose of medicine, like, it can actually make it worse.
It's just trying to do anything.
Yeah.
$600 here.
No, fuck.
$100 here.
I'll be damned.
I'm trying to ring out the paid insurance place. No one near, bro, till Wednesday. Because obviously, I'm a conference.
Oh, dude, devastated, bro. You like the chocobo says.
You don't kill these things, do you?
Yeah, I don't, but I kill.
Why?
So get the meat.
I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Yeah. Yeah. If you need to talk, bro, yeah, let us know, eh? But I think it should be alright, bro. It's a good sign, eh?
It was no Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
What do you have to? I just get the dog back tomorrow. Hopefully.
Is this what
Oh, yeah.
Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Like you say, like you got insurance, eh?
You don't get a whole lot back.
80%.
There on the road to Eastpool.
Because they changed it to PvP insurance.
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Blame yourself, Clive. Blight's right on
Yeah, it's always like that, eh?
They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up.
There's always some cunts that they've ruined for everyone, eh?
Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix
just
it
Trinks.
carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
Just take your time, bro.
Start cleaning up there. I'm going to buy another set of drawers. Just, you know, so chuck them in the corner so I can fold.
What do you think?
All those other sheets.
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
So will I. I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
You just do something to keep your mind away, bro, you know? Yeah, bro. Try to relax there, my bro. Yeah, that, bro.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter.
thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal. How hard could it be?
What do I owe the honor? What do you want?
you at it? Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this. Well, behave yourself, Mid.
We'll see.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before, so just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
If that is all?
Not quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
I know. I love you too.
have a god to kill.
Here they come. Hold on, Joshua. Already am.
So, this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Where it all began, where it all begins, our ark, your architect.
There you are.
It was here that we slumbered, here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
Well, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
We will show you what it means to suffer.
this strong's move. Was it?
And you only surrendered, this unpleasantness could have been avoided.
Clive! No. Thank the Founder. Did I mention you look terrible?
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
And Dion? Take my hand.
No, I told you, I'll be...
Come on.
Thank you.
Press on.
Always.
I'm sorry about Dion.
Don't. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same. Should we stop?
Because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
I suppose we are.
That light, so cold, so empty. We're close, aren't we?
It seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home. Clive.
They can't be.
But they are. This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
You meant for us to destroy the Mother Crystals. It's what you wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, Ethos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Joshua!
And now we can become one.
Clive. Don't speak. The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance. In vain. In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream, of creating a better world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Joshua! Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the wound does not take me, the curse will. Mother. Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Damien! Why? Why did you do this? Joshua! Joshua!
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains. To empty the vessel.
Still here. With me to the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
As we always have. And always will. On this, my sword, I swear, to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because 'Cause it's not so easily broken.
But it can be broken. And I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Try it.
This is the work of mine. But it can be broken, and I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Try it.
I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become free? No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us. I created you, all of you. And what is mine is mine to destroy.
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
It is the slave who turns the scourge upon his master.
No. No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. And so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing. Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. But we have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong. Thunder roar!
No.
Earth unyielding.
Titan!
Give him hell, Clive!
You cannot have this power. It is not yours to take. It must fall. Darkness breaks.
That's my boy!
Ice unfeeling.
Keeper!
Together!
Darkness unending. Odin.
Onward, my son.
No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon you all.
And yet still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same.
forevermore.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I do not need you. You or anyone.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
I cannot stand.
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness. I said, it's over!
Ooh, 99,000. Limit break. Ah, 0 XP.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up. We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. But while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. Theris, dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames. Even if it means the end of me. These are our terms.
finished. Oh, the sand looks so real.
You the most beautiful thing.
He is, isn't he?
What are you gonna call him?
Let me see, let me see. Oh, read little one. Got a smile for your Uncle Gov.
Not so loud, you burp.
What? I was only...
You're scaring him. It's all right.
Oh.
A sky of scattered tears, 1,000 years apart. Should they fade, I will not be afraid of the dark.
If you need a rest, I can take it.
I'll hold you to that.
The world's yours now. Yours to do with as you please. That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted. And thus did our journey end.